Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news, so, folks, hold onto your hats because the NFL landscape is shifting, and the Green Bay Packers are front and center in this whirlwind. We've got some breaking news that could reshape the NFC North, and it involves the Packers making a bold move that sends ripples across the league. Recently, sources close to the NFL, including reputable insiders like Rossini, have indicated that the Green Bay Packers have acquired a key piece to bolster their defensive line, and it's none other than Calais Campbell, the veteran defensive end from the Arizona Cardinals. This isn't just any trade. It's a strategic move that signals the Packers are serious about making a deep playoff run this season, and they're willing to go all in to do it. Now, let's set the stage for what this means. The Arizona Cardinals, currently sitting at a 1-4 record, are in a full rebuild mode. They're looking to shed salary cap hits and bring in younger players to develop for the future, especially on the defensive line, which has struggled at times this season. The Cardinals, with a cap space of roughly $14 million and a team that's clearly not targeting immediate playoff success, decided to trade away Campbell, who is not only a leader but a dominant force on the field. They received a second-round pick in 2026 and a defensive tackle, T.J. Slaton, in return. This move is very telling about their long-term strategy, but it's a big win for the Packers, who are looking to close the gap in the NFC North. The Green Bay Packers, sitting at a respectable 3-1 record, are facing some pressing issues on the interior defensive line. The team's defense, which has been solid overall, has shown vulnerabilities against the run and in pass rush efficiency, especially after losing Wyatt to a knee injury, which is currently listed as questionable for Week 7. Enter Calais Campbell, a 6-time Pro Bowler and one of the most reliable and productive defensive linemen in the league. His addition is not just a depth move, it's a statement. Campbell, who was drafted back in 2008 from Miami, has been a dominant force throughout his career. In 2024, he recorded 6 sacks, ranking among the top 20 defensive tackles in the league, along with 10 tackles for loss and an elite EPA per snap of plus 0.15. His PFF grade last season was an impressive 84.2, placing him firmly in the top tier of interior defenders. What makes Campbell so valuable is just his past accolades, but his ability to impact the game immediately. He's a player who can anchor the defensive line, disrupt plays in the backfield, and help reduce the workload on Kenny Clark. And let's talk about Clark, because the duo of Campbell and Clark could be a nightmare for opposing offenses. Campbell's presence on the field is expected to elevate the Packers' run defense significantly, which was ranked 20th at 115 yards allowed per game. With his addition, projections show the Packers could see a reduction to around 90 yards per game on the ground, a jump of nearly 19%, and a boost in EPA versus the run by plus 8, making them much more formidable against the league's best rushing attacks. This move also signals a strategic shift for the Packers, who are aiming to solidify their front 7 and take advantage of Campbell's veteran leadership and elite production. Not only does he bring experience, but he also brings a consistent pass rush threat, with a career total of 105 sacks and 130 tackles for loss. His ability to generate pressure, around 350 pressures in his career, along with his low missed tackle rate of just 4%, speaks to his reliability. In 2025, he registered 16 tackles solo and 2 sacks, maintaining his status as a top-tier interior disruptor. Against the Lions in Week 3, he recorded 4 tackles, a sack, and an EPA per rush of plus 0.16, showing he can still perform at a high level despite his age. And it's not just about individual statistics. Campbell's presence on the field has a ripple effect. He's known for his gap penetration, winning roughly 65% of his one-on-one matchups, and his EPA versus the run has been consistently elite at minus 0.13 throughout his career. His motor and consistency remind fans of legends like Reggie White, and his impact is expected to be felt immediately in Green Bay. Now, looking at the bigger picture, the Cardinals are taking a risk by trading him away now, but it's a calculated move. They're betting on youth and future draft capital, even if it means a short-term dip in their defensive production. The risk, of course, is that their run defense could fall further, especially with pressures dropping by about 12%, similar to what the Dolphins experienced after trading Suh or the Rams after losing Suh himself. They're essentially tanking for a better draft position, but for the Packers, this is a golden opportunity to capitalize on a weakened division rival. The impact of adding Campbell isn't just felt in the short term, but it could have playoff implications too. The odds of the Packers making a Super Bowl run have already improved, moving from plus 3,000 to plus 1,500, with NFC Championship odds now at plus 150. Campbell is being viewed as an X-factor for the postseason, especially against top-tier running backs like Gibbs. His ability to plug the gaps, limit explosive runs, and create pressure in critical moments makes the Packers a more dangerous team in late-game scenarios. On the offensive side, Jordan Love continues to develop, and with a more stable defense, he can lean on his improved run game and play-action opportunities. The team's offense has been relatively balanced, but having a stout defense with Campbell anchoring the middle means they can play with more confidence, especially in close games. The defense's projected top 5 ranking versus the run, that's a huge upgrade from their previous 20th ranking, means they can control the clock better, keep the opposing offense off the field, and give Love more chances to execute his game plan. Now, for the fans watching, this move is a statement that the Packers aren't just content with being a middling team. They're aiming for the top, and they're willing to make bold moves to get there. Campbell's addition isn't just about adding a good player. It's about transforming the identity of this team into a more aggressive, disruptive unit. This trade also sends a message to the rest of the league that Green Bay is in win-now mode, especially as they look to reclaim their spot at the top of the NFC. And let's not forget the division. The NFC North, historically a competitive battleground, is now even more unpredictable. With the Packers bolstering their defensive line, the Vikings and Lions will have to adapt quickly. The Lions, who have been impressive offensively with Jared Goff and a talented group of skill players, will have to face a more ferocious Packers defense. Meanwhile, the Vikings, with their own offensive firepower, might find it harder to move the ball against a front that's now anchored by Campbell and Clark. In essence, this trade is a game changer. It's a move that could define the Packers' season, pushing them closer to their ultimate goal, another Super Bowl appearance. It also signals to the league that Green Bay isn't just playing for the playoffs, but aiming for championship contention. The veteran leadership Campbell provides, combined with the young core of the team, creates a powerful mix. Fans should be excited because this isn't just a rental. Campbell's impact could be felt well into the future, helping to shape the identity of a team that's hungry for another Lombardi trophy. As we look ahead, the NFL landscape will keep changing, but one thing is clear. The Green Bay Packers are making bold moves. They're investing in their present, acknowledging their need for a stronger interior defensive line, and aiming for greatness. With Campbell now in the fold, the defense is more versatile, more aggressive, and more prepared for the challenges ahead. The NFC North is tightening up, and the Packers are putting everyone on notice. This season, they're here to contend, and they're doing it with a veteran edge that could very well carry them all the way to the Super Bowl. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this huge move? Do you believe Campbell will make the difference in the postseason? Are you confident that this will propel the Packers to another Super Bowl run? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. This is a team on the rise, and with Campbell in green and gold, the future looks brighter than ever.